Good day, and a big protel welcome to everyone that has joined us today for our Protel Messenger webinar. My name is Bronwyn, and I'll be going through the following topics with you today. Number 1, what is Protel Messenger? Number 2, creating transmission rules. Number 3, setting up a filter. And number 4, for those that do not use Protel Messenger but make use of other mailing software like MailChimp, how to export your database from Protel to re-import into your mailing software. First off, what is Protel Messenger? Protel Messenger enables you to send fully automated messages via your hotel software, not only within the hotel, but also from your hotel to your guest. If you want to send out time-controlled messages for a particular event, you will need to define the rules for who, when, and for which event the message is to be received. Creating transmission rules. In order to be able to inform a guest via email, for example, informing him that his room has been cleaned, a corresponding transmission rule for this email has to be created. Transmission rules are email triggers. For example, a respective transmission rule is required in order to automatically transmit a confirmation of reservation after the booking has been processed and confirmed in Protel, or to send out an end of lockdown special to your past clients. In order to demonstrate how to create the transmission rules in Protel Messenger, I have opened up the Protel Cloud Center. From this screen, you'd click on Messenger and Messenger again. This will open up your Messenger tab. From here, click on Transmission Rules. This page will show you all of the emails you have already set up in Messenger. To create a new one, click on Add at the bottom. This opens up the Add Transmission Rule page. Name. This is the name of the email to be sent out. For this example, we'll be creating a confirmation of reservation. So I'll be calling this Front Office Confirmation. Delivery via email. The sender would be the name of your hotel or your hotel's email address. Time controlled is event based. And the event we are looking for is the reservation status change. Once all of this has been filled in, click on Next. The next screen will open up your filter page. You'll see it already says there New Reservation Status. Click on the drop down and select either Guaranteed or Confirmed, depending on how your hotel has been set up. You are welcome to add as many filters as you need on this screen, as long as they correspond with the type of email you are sending out. For this type of email, however, we only need the one, so we'll not be creating more. Click on Next. Once you have clicked on Next, it will take you to the message creation section. We'll unfortunately not be going through this section at this moment. However, keep a lookout for future webinars for more training on how to create the email template. There are many different transmission rules and emailers that can be sent via Protel Messenger. For example, we can create booking confirmations, booking cancellations, birthday wishes, restaurant menus, newsletters, pre-stay mailing, post-stay mailing, or post-stay surveys. If you would like us to show you how to add any of the following for your hotel, please stay on once the video is done for our Q&A, which will be held by myself and Melissa. The next step would be for us to create filters. In the second step of creating our emailer, you saw that we were able to add additional filters in order to lay down a specific selection of senders. This is important for the automation of your emails to clients, as well as setting up target audiences, for example, nationalities. You can add as many as is required to define your target audience and ensure emailers are being sent to the relevant parties. As an example, we'll create an end of lockdown emailer. From the transmission rule screen, click on Add. We are going to name this Front Office End of Lockdown Special. It is being sent via email, and the sender would be your hotel. Time controlled, this is a once-off emailer. Click on Next. The next screen is your filter section. Here, we can select filters. The first filter we are going to select is the profile type.
And the profile type that we want to send this to is private. So in order to add, click on the little green plus sign. The next one we are going to add is for South Africans only. Filter by country and then choose South Africa. What we have done here is told Protel that this email will only be sent once off to private types, which is your individual guests, with the nationality code for South Africa only. Once that is done, you click on Next. And again, it has taken us to the email template setup.
The last topic we'll be going over today is the mail merge and file export topic. This is for those that are currently not using Protel Messenger and would like to export your Protel database into your mailing software. In order to do the mail merge or file export, you'll need to open up Protel. From here, click on Profiles and then click on File Export and Mail Merge. This will open up the mailing wizard. The mailing wizard guides you through the individual stages of the export. Select or clear the checkboxes in the wizard to determine which addresses you want to retrieve and specify the relevant conditions. The filters for the first screen of the mailing wizard are Profile Type, Country and Filters, Add Filter, Last Stay, and Mailing Includes Guest With. The profile types for this instance will be selecting Private Guests Only. Your country, I've selected South Africa because I'm doing a promotion for South Africans only to try and drum business after the lockdown. Your add filters, in period, we use this filter for selecting stays and revenue. Enter the period during which a minimum number of stays, nights, or minimum revenue must have been recorded. The guest must have stayed at the hotel during this period. Last stay. Select the tick box to enable this function. You can then enter the date of the last stay of the guest you wish to see. Mailing includes guests with. Select the relevant checkbox to specify that the address must be complete for mail merge letters to be sent by mail. You can also select the corresponding checkboxes for mail merge letters sent by fax or email. Please note that the more restrictions you make, the fewer guest profiles will be selected. This section is viewed as an AND condition, which means all conditions must be met. Once you have selected your desired filters, click on Next. This will take you to the second page of the mailing wizard, which consists of 3 sections. The first one is Salutation. Select this if you want to add the salutation for the guest companion. Number 2, Birthday. Guest with a birthday within a certain period. And number 3, Family. A section to determine whether family members are to be included or not. Once you have selected your criteria, click on Next. The next section allows you to add additional settings. Using the options provided here, you could, for example, select all reservations from a certain period with a certain code. To do this, select the tick box with reservation, enter the required period, and select the required code under Codes. We can also select which codes not to include. Once you have finished your selection here, click on Next. On this screen, in order to see the guests that met the criteria you have selected, click on Next. You can use the context menu to view the profile or remove the profiles from the search result if the data displayed is incorrect or incomplete. you can use the Print Report button to print a list of all the selected addresses. Once the data is populated, you are now able to export this into Excel. All you need to do now is right-click where it says name, first name, street, etc. Then say Export to Microsoft Excel. Once the file has completed its export into Excel, you'll be presented with a completed list of the criteria that you have selected, which can now be imported into your mailing system. Thank you for taking the time to join us today for this Protel Messenger and Mail Merge File Export webinar. If you have any questions, myself and Melissa will be available for the Q&A, which will start shortly.